All right. Well, I'm John Lopez, writer-director of Paradise City. Yeah, Paradise City is a crime drama based in New York, and it deals with an affluent junkie who's now living on the street, and he gets taken in by a vulnerable community that is being perpetrated and attacked by law enforcement. So it deals, we're entering into multiple kind of stories and characters, and we try to present it in an interesting and cinematic way. So, we wanted it to really capture kind of a timeless quality to it, right? We wanted it to be seen 20, 30 years from now, and people not be able to kind of, we wanted it to kind of be cross-generational, right? Where you couldn't quite put your finger on like what time period it was. And as well, like paying homage to some of our favorite black and white films, like Scorsese's Raging Bull, or Aronofsky's Pi. So, we wanted to kind of play in that world and really kind of explore how beautiful and rich black and white is, because it is actually a very beautiful and lost art form in movies nowadays. Yeah, again, so like, we're in kind of like the police crime genre. We're also kind of in this socio-political drama. And again, like I wanted to take a snapshot of what we were seeing in real life, at the end of the 2010s before the pandemic hit, right? What did we see? We were starting to see kind of, large income inequality, homelessness, police brutality, right? So I kind of wanted to kind of take a little snapshot of it and jump around in these different kind of worlds. Dealing with kind of an independent kind of ecosystem where we live, right? Money is, you kind of have to, spread your resources, right? And kind of pick your battles. And luckily we had a team that was committed, right, for the long haul, right? So, and also, our characters, like Chris Petrovsky's character, he went from looking emaciated and kind of this homeless character to, when we shot him 9 months later, he had put 30 pounds back on, right? And he kind of really went through a physical transformation, right? So that all kind of, played a part in kind of the production and what we were spacing it out. A big part of that was one of the lead characters. His name is Hassan Bradley. He played the imam in the mosque. He's one of the lead characters. For me, he was like the moral compass of the film, and he's actually a real. That's actually really him. He was an ex-convict. He converted in prison, and he now rehabilitates, juveniles and drug addicts and people who have been to prison. So like, he's an inspirational person, just as a human being, and he went through a lot of these experiences, and he would tell me these stories, right? And we would have these conversations, and then I would research. And I saw actual cases where, there was instances, not always, but there were instances of entrapment, right? Where, undercover cops, it's again, that's a genre of film, right? Almost kind of like Serpico and, some of these great films from back in the day, right? So that really sparked kind of the interest. And then I dove into the research and having Hassan there as kind of that moral compass and the linchpin behind all of this was really beneficial. And then Chris Petrovsky, thankfully connected with him, and he's on Madam Secretary. He's on television. He's basically a daytime television TV actor. So it was great to work with a non-actor and an actual, seasoned television actor as well, right? And kind of putting them in the same room together. So yeah, and then again, I was just looking for real faces and real, like, I always, like, some of my favorite directors, they try to cast salt of the earth people as much as they can, right? And people that we see in everyday life, right? Not everyone looks like, a goddess or, some Hercules type figure. So I really wanted everyday, working class, salt of the earth people that I wanted to cast. And yeah, and we went to kind of great lengths. We looked all over the country. We flew people in from LA and down south, and of course in New York. And yeah, to me, that informs kind of the realism. I feel like there's beauty in kind of the everyday life, right? In everyday people, right? And I think audiences can connect when they see people that we see every day. What a journey. Whew. Every day is a battle, right? But then I say that in a beautiful, like, loving way, because we're all passionate about it. But man, is it tough. Some behind the scenes, let's see. There was one day, first one comes to mind is we actually almost got shut down in the mosque because the owner of the building was not particularly happy that we were shooting a film there, right? Even though we had permissions from the mosque and from everyone, like the mosque people actually, they opened their arms and they let us in and they wanted us to tell this story. But, there was some owners that did not want like us to be there, but we worked it out. And thankfully, again, when you're doing independent film, a lot of it is, you got to just deal with the elements, right? And they're going to come from all directions every single day. So really excited. I mean, because we have a digital release coming up December 4th, Amazon, iTunes, Google Play, Vudu, Pluto, and Tubi. So again, there's so many platforms. I'm just really thankful to be able to kind of show it to a wide audience. It's a real blessing. And I'm thankful because the actors get to show their hard work, right? So much of it for me is, really giving them a platform to kind of showcase, because they all work so hard. So yeah, that we're really blessed to have that. And then, just COVID has been a good time to kind of get back in the writer's room, right? And kind of just play with different ideas and concepts and see, hopefully 2021, things open back up. We can get back to shooting, right? Just thankfully, this is our third film. Our first one went to HBO Latino. Our second film premiered on Amazon Prime. So we're lucky right now. We're 3 for 3. So crossing fingers, we can kind of keep the good luck going and get some other projects, get some bigger budgets, right? And kind of see how far we can go with it. You can find me on lpzmedia.com and also Instagram /LPZmedia. That's our production company. And you can see updates, interviews, behind the scenes, clips, the whole nine. It's all on our Instagram page. And then, yeah, we'll keep you posted with the projects that we have coming along. Excited to share everything. Well, guys, thank you for having me, and check us out on December 4th on all the platforms. Again, thank you for your time, and I hope you guys love the movie and enjoy it, and comment and share it with your friends, because we're really happy and proud of it. So thank you, guys.